return by another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today we're using Skull Merchant, as always, using a really weird build that I feel like will actually work really well because I wanted to try and test out the newest perk from Springtrap, which is called Phantom Fear. I believe it's called that. Phantom Fear is a really simple perk. Basically, if a survivor looks at you while they're in your terror radius, they scream and they reveal their aura for 2 seconds. And then the perk goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. It's very simple. At first, I thought I was going to hate this perk because of the fact that as Skull Merchant player, I don't really want to be seen. And I kind of feel like it tells the survivor where I am. But as you see through the matches, I had changed my mind. So first, to me, I have Dead Man Switch, very simple perk. Once we hook a survivor, the perk will activate for 50 seconds. Well, the perk will activate. Then if a survivor gets off a generator, that generator automatically gets blocked for 50 seconds. We have Coup de Grace. Basically, every time a generator is completed, we get 2 tokens, max 5. And we can use those tokens whenever we lunge to increase our lunge distance by 80%. And lastly, we're using Score Trick, Pain Resonance, because we need at least some defense or we're going to lose the game. This perk is very simple. After we hook a survivor for the first time on a Score Trick, the hook with the gen with the most progress loses 20% automatically and starts progressing. We have Ultrasonic Speaker, which decreases the scan immunity of survivors by 10%, and we have Battle Targeting Process, which makes survivors move an additional 2% slower when they're hit in their claw trap. If you enjoyed the video, make sure, of course, that you like, comment, and subscribe. I read every single comment, and I love reading y'all's comments so much. I really appreciate all the support y'all been giving my channel. And also, make sure you join the Discord server. Link will be in the description, a place where you can chat with me and everyone else in the community and have a great time. Without further ado, let's get straight to the game so I can show y'all how my opinion of Phantom Fear actually changed throughout these matches. Okay, playing on the Nostromo Wreckage, a really good map, kind of, for Skull Merchant. It's pretty big, but the difference is there's lots of different places so we can kind of hide our terror radius and hide our red stain. So we're playing on the, the Masquerade event. Also, I thought I could, like, maybe boon a totem or something right there. I don't know why that little area right there was just like that. Then immediately we get Phantom Fear value, so I can see exactly where the survivor is that screamed, and we're going to slice her throat. I don't know why these survivors kind of ran into me like this, because I don't know what she was doing, but she did. That quickest down literally in my entire life. Without someone DCing, by the way, but it's kind of funny. But yes, as you can see, this is how Phantom Fear works. And right then and there, because again, I never actually used this perk before. I kind of just read the description of it, and I was like, oh, that seems kind of bad for Skull Merchant, because why would I want the survivors to know that I know where they are? But then like right there, I realized it's kind of this really good perk. You just initiate a chase immediately. Oh, wow, I know someone is, and you just know where to go. Like they scream, I know someone's here. Because I know someone's here, I'm going to chase after them. It's a very simple perk. And once I realized that, I was like, this perk is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. Also, we can use Phantom Fear and Dead Man Switch together. So if we have Dead Man Switch activated. Also, why that girl just sent a pallet on me when literally she could have just not done that. But it's kind of funny actually, because if you have Dead Man Switch and Phantom Fear activated at the same time, you can basically make the survivor scream off the generator and block the gen. Also, we can use it like this and see their aura of the survivor, making it easier for us to chase them, and figure out exactly where they're gonna go when they're behind walls. Now, again, this is my first time playing using this perk, so I don't know. From the description, it made it seem as if the survivor had to look in my direction, but also like have line of sight. At least that's what I thought. I thought it was line of sight based. Then I realized I think it's not line of sight based at all. I think it's literally as long as they're in my territory and they look at me, then they scream, which is kind of funny. Also, I don't know why I can see the aura. I don't know why. It's because of the tricks little thing they gave out. Like I said, we're playing the Masquerade event. At first, I wasn't going to play the Masquerade event because I was like, what's the point? I already have Skull Merchant's mask on. But then I already have Skull Merchant's mask. But the reason why I played on the Masquerade event is because there's other kills I play that are not just Skull Merchant, like Hound Master and the Unknown. Also, I'm thinking about playing Vecna, and that Vecna skin is really cool. I've never played Vecna before in my entire life, so you know that, but yes. Also, speaking of Vecna, let me know in the comments and or in the Discord server if y'all actually want to see me play other killers besides Skull Merchant. I always mention this, but it's because of the fact that I love playing Skull Merchant. I have no problem with Skull Merchant. It's just, I know also that I'm not gonna say it's a bit boring. Y'all obviously come to my channel to watch Skull Merchant, but I feel as if y'all wouldn't be mad either if I posted other killers. I'm pretty sure. But Skull Merchant is my fave killer easily. I love her so much. Also, right here, I completely forgot. I didn't actually want to play in the Masquerade event. I just decided to. I completely forgot. Yeah, you can break pallets with your mind. So I broke the pallet with my mind, and now there's nowhere she can go because there's another pallet. Well, I thought there was nowhere she could go, But apparently there's another pallet right here. I'm like, why? She's gonna drop it, and then I'm like, why am I mind gaming this? Let me just hit her. Cause like there's no point in mind gaming it. And then I try to hit her. She's like, nope, I'm better. I'm like, you right. And then I'm like, you know what? Why am I even chasing you? So I decided to try and break the pallet and just not chase her anymore. Because of the fact that like it's kind of annoying to try and chase somebody when I could focus on other people, because I do need to make sure I focus on other people. I don't want to get sidetracked. Even though I think I have hooked 3 people already, but it's just like, no. I'm gonna slice her back open, and then she's gonna scream because of Phantom Fear. Even though right there I didn't really do anything, to be completely honest, but it's still pretty useful. One thing about the perk I kind of like too is because Scrum Merchant has the ability to basically turn off and on her terror radius. We don't have to always activate the perk. If I don't want to, I can just put my drone up, and because my drone's up, the perk won't actually activate because I don't have a terror radius. So that makes me pretty happy. I thought she had dead hard, but I think she does because she ran towards me. But I don't know. Then she just randomly got endurance. I'm like, what? I don't know. Maybe I missed it, but like, can someone please tell me how she got endurance right there? Like, did she have off? She may have had off the record this entire time. I don't know. But I was like, what? But anyway, I'm gonna use coup de grace and slice her back open. And because it's been so long since I played actually the Masquerade event, I thought they said they had gotten rid of the remote hook thing, but it looks like they kept it. But you have to actually manually pick which hook you want to put the survivor on, and you can't just like do it instantly. It takes like a few seconds, which is kind of fair because remote hook was kind of broken. But I did think they got rid of it completely. I didn't really read. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really read the notes. Also right here, I didn't know that wall was gonna be that long, so I was gonna go around, but luckily because I decided to go back, she ends up vaulting straight into me. So right here I'm gonna try and hit her with a drone so she gets speed buff, and we're gonna coup de grace her soul, because in my opinion I want to at least have, well, at the most I want to have 3 stacks of coup de grace. Because why are you here? What the world? Because having 4 stacks means that if a gem pops, I will lose a stack in total. So I was like, no. So right here, I'm gonna remote hook her all the way over there. Even though I should have probably put her English, not hooked her English on the actual drone. Sorry, on the actual hook that has a score trick, because then I could activate my score trick pin resonance. But it's fine. Cause right here, this Jing is blocked, so I know someone's around here somewhere. So I'm trying to find them, and I'm like, where are they at? And there she is. Someone slapped her throat. We love coup de grace. I rarely use coup de grace on my channel because I like using cool, fun-ish perks, and coup de grace kind of just like, man, boring, in my opinion. But coup de grace is so good as Scrum Merchant because like it literally can help. It can prevent a 1-minute chase by you just hitting them before they can make lots of distance, and that's the reason why the perk is so good, in my opinion. So we're going to coup de grace her soul, and she did. I believe it's I did a hook, by the way, if I remember correctly. So hook on a scorcher. And oh, I lied. She's not dead on hook. Forgive me. What do I know? But it's fine because we have dead man switch, so we're gonna constantly just keep blocking all the generators. In my opinion, this build's actually pretty good with Phantom Fear. Phantom Fear, none that I've played with it enough time, like a little bit. My opinion of it has definitely changed. Also, I don't know why this girl decided to just do the drone in front of my face. I don't know what she's doing. But yeah, my opinion of this perk has 100% changed, and you should definitely use it. It's kind of like that one ghoul perk. I believe it's called None Are Free. No, that's a lot. Nope, not None Are Free. Forever Entwined. There we go. It's called Forever Entwined, I believe. What that perk does, basically, every time you enter a survivor by any means, you basically get a 4%. You get a token, I mean. Every token you get will increase how fast will decrease the time it takes to pick up a survivor and to drop them and to hook them. And I feel like this perk, Phantom Fear, is kind of like that. It's a really simple, good perk. Okay, I can see what survivor is. Very simple. That's all it does. And then the other one is Forever Entwined. It's like, oh, I can hook survivors faster. Great. And like it just makes the gameplay more smoother. Also, it really helps with starting chases. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm pretty happy with the perk. Now the other 2 perks, Help Wanted and Haywire, I have no idea how I'm gonna use those, to be completely honest. But I will try and make videos with them in the future. I'm gonna use my magic power to break that pallet, that way she can't vault it. And then we're going to not use a coup de grace stack and just slice her. Now I'll use a coup de grace stack if I have to try and hit her, because I love using coup de grace. It's so useful because, like, right here, for example, literally, she would have made this pallet, but coup de grace. So, no. She's not going to make the pallet. And then we're going to be far enough away where they can't go to the pallet stun, and we're going to hook her. And I believe this is her second hook, if I remember correctly. Yep, it is. And I believe the Arella Rose that he dead on hook, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty useful. So right here we have Phantom Fears, and then we're gonna try and figure out which gen they're at. Oh, there they are. So because she screamed, I know exactly where she is. So now I'm gonna go after her. The only problem is I'm kind of like not really close to her. And now that I look back at it, I keep talking about Phantom Fear. I know the whole video is about Phantom Fear in general, but it's just like I learned so much new stuff from using it. Cause you have to like play. It's probably sounds so stupid. You have to play the game to understand how certain things work. That's true. But what I mean is like you need to like play sometimes the game. Also, I thought I was gonna hit her right there, but I didn't. I'm kind of sad. You need to play the game sometimes in order to like appreciate the synergy of a perk and the killer, or a perk and another perk. And that's what I realized. Like it's so useful. Like, oh, I can become untouchable. I'm untouchable. I become untouchable, and then the person next to me shows me where they are. It's very simple. It's like really great. So I like this perk a lot, and I'm gonna definitely be using it in future builds because it's really useful. But as you can see, this game is basically coming to a close. These survivors are not bad, but the problem is, Phantom Fear gets them off generators and shows them where they are. Well, Phantom Fear plus Deadman Switch gets them off generators. And also, even if they complete a gen, which they probably will, we'll get 2 more stats of coup de grace, making it easier for us to chase survivors. So right now, walking around untouchable. That way, once my terror rays does pop back up, any survivors that are in it will automatically, well, the first survivor that's in it will scream, and there she is. Now I know exactly where to go. So because of this reason, I can actually initiate a chase. It really helps with like not being able to have to worry about, oh wow, well I found a survivor. Instead it's just like, oh, survivor found, attack. I love that. And that's why it's so useful. But I kind of wish that the other 2 perks, I made a really, really good play right there. That girl's gonna vault that pallet. And I definitely used, that event break pallet thing to just obliterate it, and then she couldn't vault it because if you don't know, once you press the button to make it so it breaks, the survivor can no longer vault it, which is really, really useful. Now this girl's dead on hook, so we're gonna hook her immediately because I need to get her out the game, and then the game blesses me with the ability to move 20% faster. So I'm like, great. So now they did 1 gen. These last gen, yeah, English. These last 2 gens over here do not have any progress on them, so I don't worry about that. But I look in the main building, and not only do I see a survivor, I also see 2 of my drones like basically disabled. So I'm assuming they're gonna be on this general over here, but we'll see. So right here, I'm gonna not waste a coup de grace stack, and she's gonna scream in my face, revealing her aura. Also, if I really want to, you could use Phantom Fear, and you could use Sterling Tremor. Not Sterling Tremors. You could use Phantom Fear, and you could use what's that person's name? Wow. Lethal Pursuer, there we go. And in case you don't know what Lethal Pursuer does, Lethal Pursuer is a perk where basically at the beginning of the trial, every single survivor's aura is revealed to you for 9 seconds. And then also it makes so that way any aura reading you get, whether it's a perk or add-on or your power, it will automatically last an additional 2 seconds. So we can use Phantom Fear with that and basically have Phantom Fear last for 4 seconds. Now, because of the fact that this generator got blocked, I know a survivor's over here, but because of the fact that I don't see her, I'm like, don't worry, Phantom Fear will show me her. But then I remember, wait, I kind of have to close the hatch. So I got to find the hatch before she does. So I didn't hear Phantom Fear activate. So I was like, that means that they're either not over there or they're too far away from me. She's not going to activate. But we found the hatch luckily. So now we have to try our hardest to try and get towards one of these exit gates and put a drone there. Okay, in case you don't know, if you put a drone right where the exit gate is, the survivor has to either, I believe, the survivor has to either do the drone or risk doing the exit gate and then automatically get injured and their location shown if they don't do it. So that's why we put drones right next to exit gates. A little score merchant tip for y'all if y'all don't know about that. Also, I noticed that whenever the game goes to the in-game collapse, you no longer get to use your tricks and stuff, which is kind of sad, but it's fine. So right here, we're going to put a drone up so I become untouchable while I'm walking towards the exit gate. That way, the survivor doesn't hear me coming, in case they're actually on it. Then, once we get to the exit gate, we're going to place a drone down. That way, we can just make sure that no survivor gets it. Then right here, she screams, so I'm like, wait a minute. And that's where Phantom Fear activates. Now, do I think Phantom Fear is a broken perk? No, I don't think it's broken. But do I think it's really, really strong? Oh yeah, 100%. This perk is great. It might be stronger. Well, it definitely will be stronger on strong killers. Like, just, you know, Scrumbird's not the strongest killer in the world. Actually, it's the weakest killer in the game. But just because she's the weakest killer in the game doesn't mean that the perk still can't be useful on her. So other killers, it might get a greater effect. But with Sword Merchant, I'm pretty happy with this right now. So right here, I realized that why am I even chasing this girl when I literally could have given her the hatch, but I was like, it's too late. I didn't want to waste my coup de grace stack, so I didn't swing right there, and I kind of regret it, because I'm like, why? So right here, I'm going to try and swing right here and hit her with coup de grace, but she's like, oh, you thought. I'm like, my bad, forgive me. So I'm going to break this pallet. Also, I forgot to mention, if you saw what skin I was wearing in the beginning of the game, I put on the Fire Moon Festival mask, I believe it is, and I put on like the green outfit that Scrum Merchant gets, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks so good. And green is my favorite color, so in case y'all know that. So that's the reason why I did it. The other girl is going to die. And it's kind of funny. She's also gonna scream and activate the Fan of Fear. I'm like, oh wow, I'm sorry for you. But it's fine, we killed everybody. So mission accomplished. First game literally went perfectly. And we didn't even start when we went out. We hooked every single person one time, besides the last girl who died by the NC. But yes. So that was the first game of the video. See what perks and or add-ons they're using. To be honest, I'm pretty sure they're going to have syringes because everyone has syringes nowadays. I don't know what it is lately, but a lot of people have been bringing a lot of syringes. And, oh, there it is. A syringe. Now, she's using a healing build, so I can kind of see why. But anyway, let's get to the next game so I'll show you how great this build is. Home Sweet Home. We're playing on Sheltered Woods, which is literally Scrum Merchant's home territory. So obviously, we should easily win this, right? Right? Let's see what happens. Now, I haven't played this map in so long, I'm not gonna lie, that this layout was so weird. I don't know if this is because they have, like, I forgot they have 2 layouts per map, or maybe I'm wrong, but it felt so weird because I was like, why am I on this side of the map? But anyway, we have Fence of Fear activated immediately, which lets us be able to see the aura of this person. The rest slots are back open because we like killing people, and then we're going to continue chasing them. And I expected them to vault the window, but they actually were smart enough to not do that. So I was like, okay, I'm sad. So I'm going to have to go continue chasing them, but luckily we got that little speed buff, so we actually should be able to catch them. Now all the survivors on gens right here, so I'm gonna put a drone right here and pray someone hits it so I can get a speed buff, but they don't. I know you're gonna drop the pallet, so I'm gonna try and mind game. Drop the pallet, break it using the power of magic, and we're gonna slice this guy's throat in half. The way I like it. And then we're gonna pick him up and hook him. I was gonna hook him on a Scorcher, but as you can see, my Scorcher spawns are literally on the opposite side of the map because last game I had good Scorcher spawns, and this game I have terrible ones. So it's just like, I get a scan. I must move the drone one more time so I can get a speed buff. I get a speed buff, and I use said speed buff to go after a different survivor. I miss. She goes back, and I'm like, okay. Now, in my opinion, if I decided to not actually go back right there, I would have hit her. But I decided to go back. I thought she wasn't gonna go back towards the pallet, but she did. I'm gonna slice her back open, and now I don't know actually what that tricks thing is. To be completely honest, I don't know which one that is. So yeah, that's kind of bad. I missed the hit. I'm missing a lot of those, by the way. I missed so many hits where I'm like, I'm so close to hitting them, but because they either have resilience or they're just like barely out of reach, I missed. So I expected her to drop the pallet because I thought she was trying to save herself, but instead she doesn't. I miss again. I'm like, how? I don't think I should have missed that one, to be completely honest, but I did. Then I'm like, you know what? I'll grab to somebody else because I realized that this girl over here is injured, and also she went for the save. Now I'm moving 20% faster so I can make it towards the unhooked person. Now, sadly, I didn't get to hit the right person I wanted, but it's fine. I'm gonna go after the Fang Min because Fang Min is closer, so I should be able to hit her with my coup de grace plus 20% movement speed equals sliced her back. Broken, by the way. Then this guy's like, you can't bump that window. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll wait. My turn. Now, I was gonna pick her up, but I was afraid that he had flashlights. So I didn't pick her up. And then I see she's slowly getting closer and closer towards the pallet, and I'm not gonna let that happen. So instead, what I do is I pick her up immediately because I don't feel like having to deal with that. So I'm gonna try and use remote hook so I can hook her on a scorch hook. Exactly. And then everyone is getting scanned constantly and getting like claw trap. I don't know how it's possible. Like, you just have to like disable the drones. I've never seen so many people get the claw trap so much. But anyway, we have our coup de grace. I really wanted to. I could easily just coup de grace him. I get stuck on the locker. Now I have coup de grace. I should be able to stop him from vaulting the window, but he actually doesn't vault the window at all. I don't want to waste a coup de grace stack, but I will if I must. So I'm gonna try and make sure I don't waste a stack. I ended up being stupid and I accidentally didn't hit him. I got 360. And now he can't make that window. There's no way. Coup de grace exists. I waste a stack. I didn't need to actually, but it's fine. I purposely used a vital targeting processor so that way I could make it easier for me to coup de grace people. Because a lot of the time with Storm Merchant, one of my main problems with her, not really problems with her, but problems with her because she got nerfed to the ground, is the fact that the hinder you give survivors is honestly not enough. So because of that reason, well, the hinder you give survivor is not enough. You have to get hinder, and you also need to you need to hinder them, but you also need to make sure you give yourself the 5% speed buff. That way they're moving 8% slower and you're moving 5% faster. Or in this case, because about targeting processor, they're moving 10% slower and you're moving 5% faster. That's what you need. I want to break this pallet using my mine because I want to make sure that she doesn't actually vault it. But I miss like usual because I keep missing all these window hits for some reason. And now she's gonna go towards the main building because they have lives, so they literally went from one building to the next building instantly. And I'm like, great. So right here, she's gonna try and do the drone. Then she's like, wait a minute, I can't do that. And I'm like, I hate the fact that there's no penalty for her doing that at all. It's literally just like, okay, she got one additional stack towards her, what's it called, her block one. I'm like, that's it. I feel like she should get an immediate claw trap. Like, why? But whatever. So we're gonna hook her. Now we've hooked 4 people, and they have done 1 gen. So we're doing pretty well. And also I'm gonna say Leon, but the Steve is dead on hook. So of course we're gonna grab the Steve because he's dead on hook. So we need to kill him immediately. And then right here I'm like, wow, these survivors are running. They're literally running for their lives. Luckily for me, I found this girl. The problem is that she is injured, but she also is putting down a whatever it's called, a chemical trap. But it's fine because we can just make her not be able to block the pallet, and then he dies. And it's kind of funny because it still actually slows me down. I don't know if it slowed me down because I was in the AoE of the blast, or it slowed me down in general because I broke the pallet. I don't know how that works. I kind of could honestly test it out, but I don't really want to. So I was going to try and remote hook her towards that scroll trick over there so I can activate it, but I don't have enough power, so I can't do it. And then Benefit is going to activate, basically allowing us to know exactly where the Steve is. And we're going to grab the Steve because Steve's dead on hook. And even though we are at 4 gens, it makes sense to kill Steve because I learned from all my past videos. Yeah, I'm never ever going to just let people survive. Like, I've been doing that a lot lately where like, I'll let you survive because of the fact I know you're dead on hook, but I'm at 4 gens. Nah, you're dying. Because if I don't kill you, I'm going to end up losing the game. Because they'll end up doing the generator so fast while I have the advantage, and I can't let that happen. So because they know he's dead on hook, they're like, we must save him. Protect the president. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So right here, I'm going to try and grab the Leon, but this girl's like, I'm going to block it. And I knew she was going to block the door, so I purposely just swung. I was like, yeah, you just get hit. But because I get a little speed buff, I should be able to catch Steve off guard. But instead what ends up happening is this girl's like, I'm going to protect Steve no matter what. And she had lives, so I was like, great. But it's fine because of the fact that she didn't actually end up protecting him, so I can maybe go after him. But she's like, nah, I'm back. I said, you know what, you can die. So I let her die. Then we're going to go after Steve still, because Steve is claw trapped, so if he gets scanned by a drone, he will move 10% slower, and I will move 5% faster. Like that. Dead hard. Actually really good dead hard. Kind of upset about it. And then after he dead hards, he should be able to go to like 1 safe pallet, and that's really it. They get the girl off the ground. Coup de grace lets me slice his back open. I hear somebody behind me, so I'm gonna go after them. This girl doesn't have dead hard, so she's gonna die. This girl is going to fire a flashlight save. I missed my hit and I waste my coup de grace stack, but it's fine. I'm gonna go over here, and then I looked to my left and I definitely saw somebody, so I'm like, no, you're gonna die. So she's not gonna drop the pallet down, surprisingly. I thought she would go for like a CJ tech, but she doesn't have a flashlight, so she can't go for it. And then she's gonna stand still like she's gonna drop the pallet down, but she doesn't drop the pallet down. I'm gonna coup de grace her soul, and then we kick everyone down. And just kidding. I hear you behind me. Now die. Exactly. And the game is over. And everyone DCs because they're like, wait a minute, I lost. And I'm like, yep. Outplayed. I love it. This is what happens when you're too altruistic, by the way. So we're gonna hook everyone on hooks, and we're going to win the game. I love that game. This is probably one of my favorite games I actually played because it was so good. Like, it's the fact that everyone wanted to be super altruistic for some strange reason. I don't know why they wanted to be. Like, it made no sense. they really wanted Leon to just not die, and they really want Steve to just not die. I'm like, why? Like, just let Steve die. Like, y'all, I don't know. But yeah, I don't really win that many games like this. But I believe they were Survivor friends, or maybe they weren't. I don't know. But it's like they were was way too altruistic, and it kind of got them killed in the end, which is fine by me. But anyway, we're gonna remote hooker across the map, and everyone is dying, and we like it that way. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said before, I read every single comment, and I had a lot of fun using Phantom Fear. This perk is really good on Cubeproductions. I recommend. Also, make sure you join the Discord server. Link will be in the description, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But before we go to the next video, let's at least see what perks and or add-ons they were using, so I can cry mentally when I see another syringe, because everyone is using syringes nowadays. We did really well. Oh, no syringe, there's a key. But no, they did really well, I'm not gonna lie, but that was a lot of fun for me. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.